So, I just said a story to one of my blog readers. I said it to Jessica Neanderthals. She's American and she just woke up and fell down. So I told her the story because her doctor is annoying her and he's not telling her what's wrong with her skin. She's having the same thing that I have now, keratosis pilaris, which is excess creatine in the body, reflecting itself in the shape of rough skin. And actually what happens is it covers the hair, you know, those small teeny tiny hairs. It covers it, so it looks like a pimple, but it's not a pimple. You know, it looks like kind of an acne. Yeah, never mind. So I told her the story about when last summer when my doctor didn't know what's wrong with me. I had pneumonia on July, or was it August? August, yeah, it was August. It was August, and I was struggling to breathe. I couldn't breathe. So I stayed at home, took some antibiotics, but it didn't work. So I went to the doctors, and first time I went there, he told me you have a tracheal infection. Second time I went there, he told me that I have tonsillitis, and if I had tonsillitis, wouldn't my tonsils hurt? They don't hurt. Only my chest area hurts, and it itches from the inside, not the skin, under the skin, the area between the bone and the membrane between the bone and the skin. So he agitated me. Like, I went to him 3 or 4 times, and the thing about medical services in Kuwait, those small public clinics, they only put useless doctors, and they give you 3 freaking pieces of medicine. They give you Panadol, which is a bad version of Panadol. It's paracetamol. It doesn't do a lot of things. It's just a mild anesthetic. It's not even an anti-inflammatory. It doesn't do anything. And they give you ibuprofen, which is protein, but such a low dosage that doesn't really cause anything. And they give you, what's that medicine? Yeah, they give you an antibiotic that they have. I forgot. Sulfamide, or no, it's not sulfamide. I forgot the name of the antibiotic. Regardless. So I went to him 3 times, and he keeps on giving me the same meds, and if the same meds don't work for 2 weeks, that means there's something wrong with me, so you have to, you know, work with me a little bit. I got frustrated. When the 3rd time I got frustrated, and I got pissed. I was like, don't you have anything else to give me? You keep on giving me the same things, and you always give me those 3 things, and they don't do anything, and I have been struggling for 2 weeks now, and this is the 3rd week. So you have to give me something. He's like, no, you have a tracheal infection or tonsillitis. I don't really know. I was like, what? You don't really know? You don't know. You're a doctor and you don't know. Can't you just divert me to another doctor? You know what? I'm gonna speak to you to a language that you do understand. He's like, what language? He's like, I'm gonna speak to you in this language. And he kept on looking at me like this in a very, very creepy way. And I kept on making the donkey noises. Then this guy pops up his head from the door. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm speaking to him in the language that he understands." He's like, "That's not the language he understands. This is the language he understands." Moo. And he keeps on moving. And I started arguing with the guy, saying that he speaks donkey, and the guy said no, he speaks cow. So he was moving. I was and. Until he called security to escort us out. And this is the story, the probably boring story that I'm sure that nobody laughed at it, but it was worth telling, and it was worth it to do what Jessica wanted me to do. Alright. I'm gonna talk next week, or tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, whenever I'm free. I'm gonna talk about this stupid delinquent who is a Kuwaiti guy that has no pride of being Kuwaiti, and he kept insulting Kuwaiti people during the war. He's insulting them now. I think he's 24. He's insulting them now. He annoyed me a lot, and he's just one of those textbook people that, you know, that whenever you disagree with them, he jumped and says, "Oh, your mom's fat," and shit like that. So I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow, and I'm gonna talk about a show that I've been watching for the past 2 months, I think. That's it. Thank you for tuning in, gang, and I'm sorry for being a little bit boring.